The increased security now a must in schools. Managements want a 10 to 20% hike in fees. But do they require such a huge hike? Can they manage with a little lesser hike? Let's find out. The recent rape incident of a 6-year-old in Vibgyor High created panic among parents, not just in the city, but in the state as well. With parents afraid to send their children to school without proper and increased safety measures, the state government woke up from its deep slumber and came out with a set of guidelines. Among the many guidelines that schools must now follow are increase in the numbers of security personnel, both men and women. The campus must now come under increased CCTV surveillance, and also buses must have GPS and surveillance cameras. But all this comes at a cost. Surveillance cameras are costly, and GPS systems to be fitted onto buses will also cost a bomb. So school managements are now thinking of passing on these charges to the parents, and some say the hike could be in the range of 10 to 20%. Before we debate whether or not this hike they want is fair or not, let's take a look at what some schools charge in the city. Now, Greenwood High International School charges approximately 2.5 lakh rupees per year. Indus International School goes up a bit higher at 7 lakh approximately per year. The International School Bangalore charges a whopping 12 lakh rupees plus per year. Another school, Venus International, charges for the 11th and 12th standards 75,000 rupees per year. Now, talking about other schools, Harvest International School charges for kindergarten about 1 lakh rupees approximately per year. Sindhi High School charges about 67,000 rupees approximately per year, and this is for pre-nursery. Sri Chaitanya for primary charges about 45,000 rupees per year approximately. Vidya Mandir in Malleshwaram charges for the 10th standard 56,000 rupees. And Nurgund International School charges about 21,000 rupees plus per year. And finally, BGS International School for Class 1 charges about 1 lakh plus per year. So it's clearly seen that schools in the city do charge a lot. Now, we are not to say that this is right or wrong. It's an accepted fact that if one wants quality, then one needs to pay. But what we are asking is pretty simple. A hike of 10 to 20%. Is that necessary to install more surveillance cameras and GPS systems on buses, or even add more security personnel? Schools already have a few surveillance cameras and will only need to add, say, a few more. News9 did a rough calculation on how much it may cost a normal school that has 2,000 odd students to add, say, 100 surveillance cameras and GPS systems onto 30 buses. So the school has 2,000 students. They charge a fee of 30,000 approximately per year. They need to add about 100 CCTV cameras and 30 GPS systems onto their buses. Now, the cost for a CCTV camera in the market is about 4,000 rupees. The cost to fix a GPS in a bus is about 30,000. So the total cost might come up to about 13 lakh rupees. So a hike of 7% will give a school per student 2,100 rupees. So the total amount after the hike is about 42 lakh rupees. So you see, if a school hikes their fee by 7%, it would give them more than triple the amount required. And a hike of 10 to 20% is totally uncalled for according to our basic calculations. Again, the fee structure already includes a maintenance amount. Well, in the name of enhancing security measures, will the parents be unnecessarily burdened? A News9 report. Well, the man who posted a derogatory comment on Facebook against a social activist had been arrested today. Had gone missing soon after the complaint was filed.
It may be recalled that Prabha N. Belamangala had filed a complaint with Chandra Layout Police on Monday against V.R. Bhatt. Prabha is a social activist and state president of Bharatiya Gnana Vijnana Samiti. The war of words on Facebook began last Sunday after Bhatt posted a comment on her FB account. She had commented saying that the contributions made by the lower section of the society have immensely contributed to the development of nation, but it was the upper communities who always ran away with honors.
ಭಾನುವಾರ ಒಟ್ಟು ಎಪಿಸೋಡ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಸೋಮವಾರ ಸಂಜೆ ಬಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ರೀತಿ ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಅವರ ಕಾಮೆಂಟ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲರೂ ನೋಡಿದಿರಿ, ಮೀಡಿಯಾಗಳ ಮುಖಾಂತರನೂ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದನೂ ಅವ್ರು ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒತ್ತಡ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಅಂತಿಮವಾಗಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಬಂಧನ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಮಹಿಳೆಯರನ್ನು ಹೋಮಾನಿಸುವಂಥವರು, ಮಹಿಳೆಯರ ಘನತೆಗೆ ಧಕ್ಕೆ ತರುವಂಥವರು ಮತ್ತು ಅತ್ಯಾಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕರೆ ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಧಾರ್ಷ್ಟ್ಯ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡುವಂಥವರಿಗೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಪಾಠ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ನಂಬ್ತೀನಿ.
This post had angered Bhatt, who was a columnist in a Kannada newspaper, and he reacted by posting a derogatory remark on Prabha's FB wall. In his post, he had questioned Prabha's knowledge on such issues. But what caused the damage was the comment saying that women like her should be held by hair, dragged and raped so that they learn about Hinduism. His post created uproar, and he was widely condemned for his extreme hatred towards women. A deeply hurt Prabha then filed a complaint with Chandra Layout police station. But the moment Bhatt learnt of the complaint, he went absconding. But today, the police arrested him in Yashwantpur. The East Division Deputy Commissioner of Police, Labu Ram, spoke to our correspondent and confirmed about Bhatt being arrested. A complaint in this regard was filed on 28th of July in Chandra Layout. Prabha Belamangala filed a complaint against a person by the name V.R. Bhatt about making a derogatory comment regarding her. Today we have arrested Bhatt and the investigation is on. It has come to light that another lady from Baswangudi has filed a complaint against Bhatt. Jail seems to be the right place for such fanatics, and one just hopes that the law of the land will correct his attitude towards women of this country. Vishnu Prasad for News9, Bengaluru.
Well, after days and days of pleading, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah finally paid a visit to Mandur to study the situation over there. Now, the moment he stepped in, one could see him covering his nose with a towel.
Look at these visuals. It is our CM, sir. Look how he's closing his nose, unable to bear the stink of Mandur. It's a known thing that people in Mandur are suffering for the past several years because of the unmaintained landfills in Mandur. They have suffered from different diseases due to the dismal waste management there. Today, CM Siddaramaiah visited Mandur, experienced the problems faced by the villagers firsthand in just 3 hours. He covered his nose to get rid of the unbearable stench with a towel and entered the village. He then attended a meeting with officials concerned and discussed the methods that needed to be implemented to segregate the waste. He boarded a bus and took a 40-minute tour around the village and inspected the landfills. Finishing the tour, he took part in an open convention organized by the villagers. The convention was also attended by freedom fighter H.S. Doraiswamy, who mocked Siddaramaiah for delaying his visit.
ತಾವು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಊರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ತಾವು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ನೇಕೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅದನ್ನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಹೊದಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೌದು ಲಕ್ಷಾಂತರ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಖರ್ಚಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಹಸನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ತೋರಿಸೋ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
The gathering was attended by majority of villagers who submitted a wish list to their chief minister. The villagers' wish list included a garbage-free village. They requested for Kaveri water. They also requested for a park and a playground and an exclusive school. The villagers also requested for insurance facility. Siddaramaiah then addressed the gathering and said that he was unaware of the severity of the situation in Mandur. He promised to pay heed to their requests. He, however, won the hearts of villagers and promised to end the garbage problem by December.
ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 1ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿನಿಂದ ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಸ ಹಾಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಮೊದಲನೇ ನಿಬಂಧನೆ. ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಸ ಹಾಕಲ್ಲ. ಎರಡನೇದು, ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶೇಖರಣೆ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಸ ಅದನ್ನ ವಿಲೇವಾರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು.
Mandoor was all cleaned up for CM's visit. But CM, who studied the reality of situation after his 40-minute tour, promised to end the garbage problem in the village. Will CM sir keep his promises is what needs to be seen. Sukesh for News9, Bengaluru.
Well, railway level crossings have become a headache for commuters in the city. Now the Union Railway Minister went and checked two ongoing project sites and promised speedy completion. This railway crossing you see on your screen is near Yelahanka. Usually calm and quiet, the level crossing turns chaotic the moment the gates are closed. People get stranded at this level crossing sometimes for more than half an hour. The residents are enraged as they allege that the flyover work is moving at snail's pace. The Railway Minister, Sadananda Gowda, today paid a visit to the place and took stock of the situation. He spoke to the railway officials and inquired about the reasons for the delay. It was told to him that BBMP is not releasing its share of funds for the project, which has been delaying the completion. The estimated cost of the project is 30 crore rupees and half of that has to be borne by the civic agency. But so far BBMP has not done the needful.
2015 ಜನವರಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಶ್ಚಯ ಮತ್ತು ರೈಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಅದರ ನಿಗದಿತ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಒಂದೇ ನಮಗೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 50% ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ BBMP ಕೊಡೋ ಕಾರಣ BBMP ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ಸಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಕೊಡದಿದ್ದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿ ಬೇರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ.
The other flyover that is being built between Gorguntepalia and BEL Circle 2 has the same story to narrate. BDA is alleged to have not acquired the required land for the 600-meter long flyover, though 80% of the work has already been completed. The motorists using the stretch of road are caught stranded on either side of the railway tracks for hours.
Land is an issue. If land is given, after that 4 months will take them. In the approaches, land is to be given by BDA.
BDA? BDA is not giving?
Not. There is some issue that they are solving it within...
What is that issue, sir? That's why it's getting late?
Yeah.
What is that issue?
Because they have to pay money for the land acquisition.
The railway minister had said that he would be visiting all the places where railway works are being carried out. According to railway sources, work on these two flyovers will be completed by January next year. Pavitra for News9. Cultural fests are one of the best things about college life, and it gets better if you have international competitors to compete with. Now, a unique international cultural college fest saw talent from across the world giving stiff competition to Indian students. Here's a report.
It was a fest like no other, as talent from across continents gave stiff competition to Indian students in various competitions. Students from Nigeria, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Persia and other countries took part in Ethiopia, an international fest organized to promote multicultural understanding among Indian students and also promote other cultures in Namma city.
I think it's more, there's more energy here. I think I love the energy in all the fests I've been to here, but this is my first time in Symbiosis. I think it's great because you come across so many different cultures of the world and you get to be a part of everything apart from your own cultural heritage. So I think it's very enriching as a person, as a personal experience and also as a, as you can say, professional experience.
The students who attended this event displayed their talents like singing and dancing and left the crowd in awe. The crowd seemed to favor one Sri Lankan singer in particular who swept the crowd with her singing talent.
You're my one and only one, you're my the following one. I'm your one and only candy, let me see. Ever coulda walk my yoga, I'm your Sudabonika. I'm your one and only candy, let me see.
Actually, I just love Utopia because when I first came to Bangalore, this is the first fest I attended, the International Fest. And I was, surprised to see a place where all the people from many countries gather here and perform, and it is a good chance for us to witness their cultures as well.
There were other students from Bhutan who mesmerized the audience with their guitaring and singing skills. The students feel that Bengaluru is a great place for them to understand and enjoy other cultures. One of the highlights of this fest was a rap battle conducted by Nigerian students, and it seemed like there was no beating them at their own game. They were spontaneous and came up with the most insane lyrics to outbeat their opponents. They later danced away to glory with their Indian counterparts and showed off some of their African dance moves. The Nigerian students feel Bengaluru is a great place to be in, and they love the city's cosmopolitan culture. The fashion show was another big highlight of this event and saw some fabulous designs coming to the fore. The students walked the ramps like supermodels, leaving the audience awestruck. In all, it was an international cultural fest that brought out the competitive spirit among number students. Vivek Vinayak, News9, Bengaluru.
Well, Raksha Bandhan is just a few days away, and while everyone is looking for exciting new gifts for their brothers, here's something special that can act as the perfect gift.
Rakhis, necklaces and earrings, flower and food coloring is all you need to transform dull-looking dough into these beautiful artifacts. Raksha Bandhan is just a fortnight away, and these unique Rakhis are selling like hotcakes.
In this you will have beads, pearl made, cornflower made Rakhis, which is really interesting. You will not find such in the market. I mean, market you'll have all same designs wherever you go, but this is something very new. Almost 7-8 I've purchased and already ordered more.
Called Lamasa art, the artists have used different kinds of dough, and the main tool used is the hand, occasionally assisted by a knife or other such simple tools. With simple things like colorful plastic beads, laces and string, a handmade Rakhi like this one will make for a unique Rakhi for the brothers. The price ranges from 25 rupees to 200, and the artisans offer a wide variety for customers to choose from. And it all began with the sister looking for a special gift for her brother.
I just thought to give him something different Rakhi. So I'm just planning, and then I did it like something I want to do different. And then I sent it to my brother, and he really liked a lot. Then I thought if if it's a different thing, people will like a lot. So like I've tried to sell also. Now it's good. People liked it a lot.
Well, if you're looking to make something special for your brother this Raksha Bandhan, starting with a handmade Rakhi seems to be a good choice. Shobha Georgiga, News9, Bengaluru.
Well, that's it in this special edition of The Big Bang. Up next is the crime special, Wanted.